guys, this is Aniko, and we're gonna start our third Let's Play Harvest Moon SNES. So today is Monday, the 8th of spring. We've managed to collect 980 gold, so we're doing pretty good. Let's check what Tuesday's weather is going to be like. The weather forecast. Sunny again, so still no rain for myself. So today we're going to harvest our first potatoes because the first row that we set up is now ready. Ta-da! And we'll just throw them in the bin. And once we're done harvesting these, we're just gonna hop into town and buy some seeds and replenish this row. And we're gonna actually plant 2 seeds this time. It'll be kind of nice for a change. We won't have to just make do with 1 row. The problem is off screen is I get to do a whole lot more watering. The reason I'm not showing all the watering is it's A, incredibly time consuming, and B, really boring. I mean, honestly, I get bored watching myself water. I don't think you want to watch me water. So 1 more potato to throw in, and then into town we go. And we're gonna pick up, I guess I'll probably buy 2 bags of potato seed, and we might have enough to buy a bag of grass seed too, because we do need to start expanding the meadow up top so we can have chickens and cows. So 1 potato, thank you. 2 potato, yeah, okay, and 1 grass seed. Yes, please give me the grass seed. And I should have just enough time to go to the mountain and pick up 1 of the grapes on the mountain and toss that in the bin. So that's a pretty good haul for the day. I forget how much I get per potato plant, but it's a decent amount. We can check what our total is tomorrow and figure it out. And it's starting to get dark on me, so I'll probably... Oh, there's our lunch. Okay. So I have just enough time to do this. Pop! And around the corner. So this will work out perfectly. So we know we've got 150 for the grape. I know, math on the fly here. 150 for the grape, and after buying everything, I have 80 gold. So we'll do a little math tomorrow and figure out exactly how much I make off of 1 patch of potatoes. I'm obviously going to have to do some farm clearing tonight too while I'm watering. So let's grab the grass seed and the potato seed. While we're waiting for the shipper to come, I'm just going to scamper around here and plant these stinkers. Potato. Oh, no, that's grass. We don't want to plant grass there. Okay. Potato. Potato. So, we're moving up at the world. We're going to actually have 2 patches of each plant starting this week. And 1 more patch of grass. And it looks like this grass is almost ready to be harvested. Once we get to harvesting our first grass, we'll be able to start thinking about going and buying a chicken, which would be really good. Anyhow, so let me grab the watering can. And, oh, there's our shipper. Okay, so 790 gold minus 150, that's 640 is what I make for a patch of potatoes. So that's pretty good. Means I'm gonna actually have money to spend on stuff. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna start watering here, and we will pick up on the next day. Okay, so we're back. I did a little math while we were off screen to figure out how much gold I was getting per potato, and learned it was 80 gold pieces. So today's Tuesday, the 9th. We have 880 gold, which means we're gonna have enough to at least buy 2 bags of seed, which would be perfect. I don't want to spend all my money buying grass seed this week because I do need to be able to buy enough potato seed to continue planting and harvesting over the coming weekend, which would be Saturday and Sunday. So I need to have a buffer of, let me see, 200. I need to have a buffer of at least 1,200 for Friday to buy enough seed for the whole weekend. So, with that in mind, we're gonna ration our grass and chicken purchases that way. So tomorrow's sunny again. And let's get out here. We've got potatoes to throw in the bin. And here's our newly ready potato patch. We'll just run around and do this. Yeah, it might be easier to go this direction. That's a little out of the way, but you don't have to dodge quite as much signs and fence and whatnot. Okay. We'll do a circuit. Whoop! Too far. Okay. So we're going to pop into town and buy the 2 bags of potato seed that we're going to need for tonight. Potato 1. 2 potato. Okay. Yes. So basically I make 440 gold for each potato that I harvest for my 200 gold investment, which isn't bad. When you're this poor at the beginning of the game, anything is a good thing. So let's go grab a grape to just pad the income for the day. Bring us up to 790 gold. Oh, dumplings. Stop eating in front of me, little farmer. Little farmer Nico, you're making me freaking hungry and it's not even my dinner time yet. Don't eat the berry. Okay, awesome. So we made it back with plenty of time. I'm gonna hit the little shed here and we're gonna snag ourselves the potato seeds. I'm gonna just scamper over here and do this while it's still daylight. Whoop. Potato seed, please. And shipper coming anytime now. Let's see how much we get watered before the shipper makes it here. It's always nice when you can kind of start this before it gets dark outside. Makes you feel like you've actually made some progress for the day. As opposed to, oh gee, that just took me forever and wow. Time does pass faster when you are traveling between places. I'm sure that's an intended mechanic, just to make your life more difficult. And there's the shipper. Yes, another 790. So tomorrow, you see, we're going to have 2 rows to finish off harvesting. So that'll take us a little while. And I got to refill this jug of water. Anyhow, so we're going to cut the video here. And we'll be back with Farmer Nico tomorrow morning for more fun and excitement of potato harvesting. All right. So it's Wednesday the 10th. We're at 1280. So we at least have... Looks like we're going to have our pad for the weekend pretty quickly here. Today's going to be a little bit different simply because I've got 2 patches of potatoes to harvest. And that will probably take most of the day. We probably won't be going up to the mountain. Oh, little birds. How cute. I love those little birds. So we're going to hit town first to make sure we get the seeds we need because we don't want to go so late harvesting potatoes that we miss our opportunity to buy 2 bags of seeds to replant. So this first. The goal is, there's a couple goals here. I want to have 2,000 gold on the 23rd of this season because that's the flower festival and I want to get the snowflower seed, which is going to cost me 2,000. I don't bother buying perfume at the festival. We'll talk about that when we actually get to the festival. So not worrying about that. But I also want to be able to upgrade the house at the beginning of summer. And that's going to take 5,000 gold. And the reason for that is you can't get married in the game until you upgrade the house once, because, you know, no one wants to live with you when you don't actually have a place for them to sleep and whatnot. Anyhow, one thing we're going to have to consider here is which girl in the town Nico the farmer is going to marry. Yeah, I mean, you know, pick your hair color or something. They really are pretty much the same when you marry them. The only one who's different slightly is Eve, and that's only because she's got daddy issues and she's a little bit harder to keep happy. But really, you know, they all wear the same dress. The only big difference between the wives is they have slightly different hair color. You know, whatever. And potato. Oh, there's lunch. See, we're halfway through the day. So, and that's the thing about this. It really, feasibly, it's really only feasible to basically harvest 2 patches, unless, you know, you're really close to the bend. Then you might pull off 3 or 2.5 or something like that. But most of the time, 2 patches is a very feasible amount to harvest before you get the horse. Now, once you get the horse, then you basically have a portable bin, and that makes things a little bit easier. But we don't get the horse until, you know, sometime in the middle of summer, and, you know, you just have to make do until then. So we make as much money as we can, and obviously we're not going to have time to make it to the mountain, so let's just hop in the shed and, yep, right on time. Starts getting twilighty. Grab that. And we'll get busy planting these potatoes. So yeah, clearly my potato empire is expanding. We will be ready in case there is a famine or the world has a zombie apocalypse. You know, we may not have much of anything, but we've got potatoes when Nico here. Oh, his bucket is completely out of water. Whee! Okay. So, this is a day where we'll see big money, because we have harvested 2 patches. Now, unfortunately, we don't have 2 patches for the rest of the week, but that's just the way it is. So, 1280 for 2 patches. Basically, I'm doubling my money today, which is great. It's not even worth going to the mountain when you can double your money like that. Okay, so we're gonna just wrap things here, and we'll start the next morning fresh. Okay, so we're back again. This is Thursday the 11th. We're up to 2,200 gold. And let's check tomorrow's weather, because that's always the million-dollar question. Okay, sunny again. We're not getting any breaks from watering the plants, apparently. So today, I just have 1 patch of potatoes to harvest. And it looks like we're on track. Oh, look, birds again. There's a hidden stat called happiness, and the birds, if you see birds in the morning, that actually adds to that little stat. You really don't get a rating for it, and you don't get to see what it is, grand total, until the very end of the game. But yeah, whatever. It's one of those things. So we'll harvest this 1 little patch of potatoes first, and then we're going to go into town and buy our seeds for the day. And probably hit the mountains, since we're just doing 1 patch of potatoes instead of 2 like yesterday. This farm's looking a little seedy these days. Ha ha ha. Okay, that was a bad joke. Alright, into town. But it does look like we are on track for buying the extra seeds we need for the weekend, which is awesome. And depending on how much money we have left over, might be time to buy our first chicken. We'll see. Yes, 1 potato. And 2 potato. Thank you. Give me all the potatoes. All the potatoes that belong to us. And up to the mountain. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. And we'll just pop up here and grab a grape and toss it in the bin, and we're gonna call that a day. That is more than sufficient money making for the day. Oh look, his lunch. Rice ball. And I just crossed my mind, because this is the 11th, this is also the 9th day since we planted that first bag of grass, which means it should be ready to harvest. So we'll grab our seeds and the scythe and check it out. So actually I'll do the bag of seeds first, and then the scythe. And let's go up top and see if we can harvest our first grass. Oop, yeah, that's definitely ready. Boop. Boop. And this all goes into the silo. And then when you've got chickens in the chicken coop or cows in the barn, you can use this stuff to feed them. So now I have 9 pieces of feed. And it's not nearly enough to get us through the fall and the winter. Especially the winter, because grass stops growing in the winter. But it's a start. You gotta start somewhere. Okay, now this farm's even seedier. I need to stop with the bad jokes, don't I? Anyhow, so that's basically all we're going to do for today, and now I get to wander all over creation and water all these crops. It takes forever now, because I've got so many planted. But that's just the way this game works. So, and our shipper will show up here in a moment. Oh, there he is. The 790 gold. Okay. So that's all for this Let's Play. I'm going to water these crops and save the game, and I will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe.